Picture a footballer who is too dangerous, too hard to control, that other teams needed to formulate a whole new system of defense to play him down. Not a single defender, but two, to follow him everywhere. And yet, it never seemed to be enough. Johan Cruyff was that man, and over 20 marvelous years, he did not just play the beautiful game, he recreated it on a new foundation. On the 25th of April 1947, Hendrik Johannes Cruyff was born in the Burger Ziekenhuis Hospital, Amsterdam. He was raised in a family of workers, and when his father, a grocer, died of a heart attack in 1959, his mother needed to get a job. She was hired to work as a cleaning lady at Ajax Stadium in Amsterdam. It was a turn of fate which would make all. That stadium was like a permanent part of young Johan, and the match inside it was to become his whole world. In 1957, he entered the youth academy of Ajax at the age of 10 years and was first introduced to the first team in the year 1964 when he was 17 years old. Those who were watching him could feel that they were present in something special even then. The club he had joined was in the process of transformation. There had come a coach by the name of Rinus Michels with football ideas that would revolutionize football. In one way or another, total football gave any outfield player the option of replacing any of his colleagues. It was flowing, uncertain, and spectacular to observe. And none was as representative of this philosophy as Johan Cruyff. He was nominally a centre forward, but was all over at the same time, dropping back, going out wide, making passes that others would not see at all. He was not playing, but was lurking around the whole field. The findings were mind-numbing. In the first period with Ajax, between 1964 and 1973, Cruyff saw the club win 6 Eredivisie championships and 3 European championships in 1971, 1972 and 1973. He scored 273 goals in 375 Ajax games, which is not only a testament to his prolific instinct, but also to his remarkable consistency over almost 10 years in the top level. The most high-profile award in football, the Ballon d'Or, eluded him in 1971 and 1973, and was a reward of the outside world that whatever they were seeing at Ajax could not be easily defined. Then there was 1973, and a sale that caused shocks in European football. Cruyff became a part of Barcelona at the time of the highest bid of 6 million guilders. To Catalonia, he came as more than a footballer, he came as a symbol. In 1974, when he was playing in Barcelona, he won Barcelona their first La Liga title since 1960, and in the process, he beat Real Madrid at their home by 5-0. It was no simple football outcome to a territory with an extensive and complex connection to Madrid. It was an identity statement. He was loved by the city and vice versa. When his son was born and the Cruyff family decided to name him Jordi, the patron saint of Catalonia, whose name had been outlawed by the Franco government, the message was received as a heavy political commentary, which made his relationship with the people of Catalonia all the more intense. Nevertheless, it was on the international stage during the summer of 1974 when Johan Cruyff penned his most unforgettable book. The Dutch team, under the leadership of Cruyff, and also featuring Johan Neeskens and Ruud Krol, delivered a renowned performance of total football, which won them the title of Clockwork Orange. Through their football, they stormed over the tournament in a style which appeared to belong to another age that had not yet come. Nothing of the kind had ever been seen in the world. Then the last match against West Germany followed, a match which has been in the memory of football ever since. The Dutch started and sent the ball onwards, into the penalty area, and Cruyff was kicked. But before West Germany could even touch the ball, the Netherlands had a penalty. After that, they never appeared to regain their composure. However, The German team took the initiative and came to a draw with the help of a penalty, and Gerd Müller scored a goal to give West Germany a 2-1 lead at half-time. The score was also the same, and the Netherlands eventually lost to the host country. Cruyff was named the best player of the tournament, and several years later, in his interviews, he defined the loss as a moral victory. It was a characteristically rebellious reaction. The Netherlands lost the championship game, but the personal abilities of Cruyff earned him the Golden Ball Award in the tournament. West Germany captain and winner of the trophy that day, Franz Beckenbauer, later proffered one of the most memorable appraisals of his Dutch opponent. "Johan was the player, but I am a world champion." In 1974, the Ballon d'Or returned, and Cruyff was the second player to win the Ballon d'Or 3 times in history. By any talent, he was the best player in the world. When he was 19, Cruyff made his debut with the Dutch national team and scored 33 goals in 48 international matches, which is a record of his contribution at the very top of the international game. However, in October 1977, he surprised the football world by announcing his retirement from international football. The motives were obscure and very intimate, as it had been a kidnapping attempt upon his family, which left deep wounds, and he had resolved privately that no prize, however great, should be purchased at the peril of his loved ones. The life story of Cruyff took a shock after he left Barcelona in 1978. He entered into a 2-year agreement with the Los Angeles Aztecs that was valued at over $2 million in total. Despite his age of 32 years, Cruyff demonstrated the fact that he still had magic powers. His tactic to beat defender after defender left the players in the NASL in awe. In 1979, he became the winner of the Most Valuable Player award of the North American Soccer League. It was a wonderful tribute to his undying genius that, in the twilight of his playing career, when he was transplanted to a league which was only beginning to make its way, he was nevertheless the player of the field. In 1981, he went back to Ajax and won 2 Eredivisie Cups in 1982 and 1983. Nevertheless, Cruyff, when Ajax failed to give him a new contract, settled his playing career in Feyenoord, Ajax's longtime rivals. At that, in an ultimate display of competitive genius, he assisted them in winning their first Eredivisie title in 10 years. He was the Dutch Footballer of the Year 5 times before retiring his boots on the 13th of May 1984 due to his achievements as a 36-year-old. The game could not keep out of his life in retirement, or rather, perhaps, it should be said that he could not keep out of his life. He was the manager of Barcelona between 1988 and 1992, and during this time, he won the first European Cup in the club's history, and he also won 4 league titles in a row, a record in the club's history. The squad he put together, that would be later termed the Dream Team, was playing football that was distinctly his. It was total football and refined and inherited. His influence had bled into the future and shaped the styles of Pep Guardiola, Xavi Hernandez, and a whole new generation of coaches who had the same vision that Cruyff always had of how the game should be played, with intelligence, bravery, and inexorable ingenuity. He also established a non-profit organization in order to promote sporting activities among children, and the Johan Cruyff Institute, which offers an education in sport management. Even after the pitch, he was constructing something that was to stick. On the 24th of March 2016, at the age of 68, Cruyff passed away of lung cancer at home in Barcelona. His wife of almost 50 years, Dani Costa, and 3 children survived him. In 1999, he was voted European Player of the Century in an election held by the International Federation of football history and statistics, and came second behind Pelé in their World Player of the Century poll. The statistics and the awards are the pieces of the story. What they fail to fully describe, though, is the emotion, the excitement in the stadium as he took the ball, the mass exhaling in unison, the feeling that nothing was impossible. Johan Cruyff was not only a player of football, he demonstrated to the world what football might be.